He is the Head Directorate of Defense Research and Development, IMOD, DDR&D-MAFAT. Don't clap yet, there is some more. He's going to talk with us about the future beyond the Iron Dome, of shaping the future of Israeli innovation. And there's no one more suited for that role, because as I'm sure you know, one of Dr. Gold's most notable achievements has been the development of the Iron Dome missile defense system, for which I believe we should all be grateful to him. So please welcome Dr. Daniel Gold. Thank you.
Thank you, and good morning to all. First, I want to thank Major General Eyal for supporting and initiating this summit together with Professor Ben Israel and his team, together with my team, Colonel Nir Weingold, the Head of Plans and Budgeting and Chief Integration Officer of MAFAT, and of course Asaf Zohar, the Head of Media Communication of IMOD, Asaf Zohar and the team. Thank you very much. So I go through directly to the presentation. First, given two examples of massive attack from Iran. As you, all of us remember, from April 14, they shoot about 400 air threats to Israel, 100 from Hezbollah, 300 for other places, mostly from Iran. Out of them, 110 ballistic missiles, and also a few hundred cruise missiles and armed UAV. And we defend Israel with Israeli system, together with our allies, pretty good to defend Israel. The other attack, the next attack was more than 200 ballistic missiles, and we shoot them down with our air defense systems. I will show you some short movie that summarize the event, starting with animation made by Iran. This is before the launch, okay? Animation of bunkers and missiles. And this is the real launch, picture by Iran, upload to the social networking for, of course, PR and deterrence. They shoot many of them. They try to synchronize all of them at the same time to shock Israel. This is, again, the shot from Iran, picture by Iran, going to Israel, going through the space, 1,000, 2,000 kilometers away. This is the area they shoot from Iran, from Yemen, from Syria. And this is our answer, our launch of swarm of, in this example, this Arrow 2, Arrow 3, whether is interception in the atmosphere or in the space, far away from Israel, few hundred kilometers away from Israel, and we have succeeded to protect Israel. See the launch, the interception, one cannot see because it's few hundred kilometers away from Israel. You can see the leftover in a few seconds after the shot. Part of the leftover, of course, fell in Israel. This is a leftover after the interception. So overall was good protection of Israel. Again, the biggest attack ever have been made worldwide of ballistic missiles. And we succeeded to protect Israel. Our organization is technology organization, R&D organization. We have about 1,500 projects. As Director General, it's already raised 286 startups. Can be 100K in research in university to a few $1 billion developing the Arrow 4, 5, or 6, depends on the situation. We have 4 major roles. One is technology, of course, create the infrastructure in Israel, the people, the hardware, the education, and then creating building blocks like pre-seed, seed, and then creating the system and assimilate the system in the field. This is our main roles. This is what we work for. We're also in charge of international cooperation regarding building the capability and R&D with allies. The famous one is US. We have more allies to not only selling and buying, but also develop the next generation with our allies. And of course, elite technology personnel is also under my organization, scanning the high schools, finding the best of the best from technology point of view and personality point of view, and then train them to be the next technology leaders of Israel. We have few programs. I won't go through them. So this is our main roles. We work in all the supply chain or Maslow chain of the technology. It's quite unique and worldwide is split. We have the research in university or research centers, or emerging technology like quantum or biology engineering in the lower layer. We deal with that with one of the unit. The upper layer is curating the building blocks, new concept of interception or underground warfare or in space or UAV. We develop the building block, let us say, seeds can be done, okay, lower the risk. This is the next stage. And the next stage, of course, to go to create a system, to develop a system. We call this full-scale development. In the commercial language is the product development, and assimilated in the field. It's done with various units in my organization, science and technology units, R&D units, Space Directorate, UAV Directorate, and Missile Defense Directorate. And as Director General has said, we are under construction, AI Autonomous Directorate under me. We have it today, but we want to focus on missions that AI can contribute to Israel's superiority. We work with all the ecosystem that exists in Israel, of course, international cooperation, but also IDF is our main partner. We have about 2/3 officers in our organization, 1/3 civilian, most of them science, engineers, scientists, but also some warriors. We work for IDF with the big industries, AI, Elbit, Rafael, Tomer, and more, and also with a lot of dual-use startups, private sector, venture capitals, accelerator in Israel, government sectors, academia, all entity that can help us to create the Israel superiority from technology point of view. So this is how we work. I'll give you some examples, some of the video we saw before. So I skip Iron Dome as an example, started not today, of course, started a few years back. Seeing this picture is not good picture, it's from the YouTube, shooting at Sderot, about 1-2 kilometers from Gaza. They have only 15 seconds, now it's less to find a shelter. This is why part of the reason we decided to go to develop very fast the Iron Dome, very fast, 3.5 years from scratch. We prepare Iron Dome to cope with this scenario. This is exercise of Russia before the invasion to Ukraine. They shoot about, I don't know, hundreds of thousands rockets and missiles almost at the same time. We prepared the Iron Dome for that. And on the way, we have our conflict. This is a famous video in the YouTube. They shoot 15 rockets on Beersheba during a wedding. You can see here's the barbecue of the wedding, and the people continue to party. They have to go to the shelter, of course. And till a few years back, they shoot, this is above Tel Aviv, a war in the sky. Each dot is Iron Dome, intercept his own rocket. And today, I will show later, of course, the massive shooting during the current war. So this is the Iron Dome. We protect Israel in layers. Above the Iron Dome, there's something called David Sling that is a powerful missile that can protect from longer range rockets and missiles, and also longer range cruise missiles. And above it, we have the Aero-free. Aero-free, to do Aero-free is interception in space, Aero-2, protection in the atmosphere against ballistic missiles, and Aero-free, protection in space, far away from Israel, also intended to protect against nuclear weapon, if they will have it, and if they shoot it, it's safe to intercept it far away from Israel in the space. To do a test in Aero-free, we have to, because of safety point of view of the Mediterranean, we have to take all the assets that we have to someplace else. We go to Alaska Kodiak with our partners, the American partners, is some very nice area, Alaska Kodiak, but there's a test range. We bring all the integration facility, all the people. We build small hotels from like gold miners hotel from containers, because there were 300 people sit there for a few months. We take everything. We take enemy. We build enemy missile also. We shoot the enemy missiles. This is the control room. Shoot the enemy missile from 1,500 kilometers away, from somewhere in Alaska, and then we shoot to the sky the Aero-free. You will see the interception is a control environment, so we can picture the interception in the space. You saw it before also, and the arrow is going to the space. This is the arrow. And this is the enemy missile that we shoot. And this is perfect interception. We have done it 3 times in a row. again, a worldwide record, and then the system become operational. Now all the layers are operational, and we, in the current war, we see it happen. In parallel to that, we are working already, as the Director General said, on the next generation interception mechanism that will join the Iron Dome. You saw the test. I will give another symptom of the test. This is a test that we have a few years back. We showed the rockets, and we pointed our high-power laser, is in development, and blow the rockets. This is one example, blowing the rockets. And the other example, we can also take down Iranian-style UAV. We can cut the wing, in this case, or we can blow the warhead, whatever we want to do. So this is, as the Director General said, under development. We'll deliver it soon to the Defense Force, which is join the Iron Dome, won't replace the Iron Dome. They will work together, and Iron Dome will decide who will intercept the missile or the swarm of missiles or the UAV, depends on the situation. So this is what we see, what we do in air. Of course, in land, we also have operational capability that protect our tanks against RPG or anti-tank missiles that shot to our tanks. The system works like a nano Iron Dome mini, it's called Trophy, have sensors, eyes that sense that someone shoot missiles on me, and then intercept it very fast. It's a game of seconds. You can see here interception, nobody can know what is going on because it's too fast, but it's slow motion. It can be presented. The system is working, operational, protect our forces, both in Gaza and in Lebanon. There were many, many hundreds of systems in Gaza, in Lebanon, in dense environment, with a lot of interception, saving human lives, saving the tank, and the tanks and the crews continue to do the mission, like they live in a bubble or something. They continue to do the mission. And of course, we have the space capability. We are developing the missiles that send our satellite to a few hundred kilometers in the space. We are developing also the satellite itself, the reconnaissance satellite, sometimes communication satellites, and more new age satellites, nano and mini satellites, like was mentioned before, for other mission, more top secret mission. In the battlefield, of course, we change ourselves during the war. We work 24/7 to supply a solution coming from the field. We work from 10, 20, 30 years from now, but also for tomorrow. One-stop shop for all. I give you some example. Air defense, of course, was one of the main issues that we are improving all the time. We learn all the time. This is some Iron Dome example. This is shooting from Lebanon, swarm of salvo of rockets, and this is the salvo of Iron Dome responding. You see the Iron Dome here maneuvering in order to hit the target close to 100%. So this is one example. The other example is, again, Iron Dome. I think you saw it before, maneuvering very fast, decide by itself to tackle the rockets from down, okay, under the rockets, in order to make sure that will be a very high success rate. The missile decide. We don't decide for the missile how to maneuver, have his own brain, his own eyes, his own sensor. He decide by itself what to do. Maybe the last movie that I will show, this is a salvo of Iron Dome protect a military base near the base, so you have to maneuver very, very aggressively in order to catch the short-range rockets or medium-range rockets that shot into the base. Show you another movie, which is, again, is mostly published by more like a PR or some of the YouTube. Is a nice picture. Not this, sorry. This is a Iron Dome interception, while one of the El Al aircraft or other aircraft landing in Ben Gurion Airport. So no danger, it's far away, but it's a good movie to see how things are the life continue while Iron Dome do the work. Aero Free also was used first time against Yemen, again 1,500 kilometers away, even more. One cannot see much because it's a few hundred kilometers away above other nation land or in the sea. You see only the launch. We have many, many launches as I explained before. So this is air defense during the war. We change the system all the time. We develop the system in open architecture because we know we have to learn all the time. So we change the system all the time. I'm talking about 20 changes during the war. It was a high risk, but it was successful because we thought about it in advance. Counter-UAS, unmanned area system, or enemy UAV is a challenge. We cope with the challenge. We improve all the time with a weapon system for detection and interception. We change also the Iron Dome to intercept this kind of missiles or cruise missiles, not only rockets and missiles. And we use, in the future, we use laser. Of course, we use jamming. And we also implement a tactical solution ad hoc. I give you an example from a startup company, how to shoot the enemy with the first bullet with some AI-based thing that they put on the weapon, on the rifle. And now you can take down a drone in one shot. This is drone taken in one shot without being a marksman. Okay, so this is something is already operational and tactical level. And now we are evaluating in the field very unique solution also, how to intercept drone with a drone in a non-lethal way. Okay, above Tel Aviv, you prefer not to be too lethal, so it's a drone. We detect the drone, our attack drone is going to the target, okay, lock on the target with some special mechanism, and then throw a net. You will see a net in the target, and take down the enemy drone by net. It's very clean, very easy, you can put it anywhere. It's a startup company that we invest a lot in the, mature them to the field. Now it's in operation evaluation in the field. During the war, we throw to the field about between 80 and 90 startups to the field, not in order only to mature them, to help the fighting forces, AI, underground, drone, anything. In any case, it was very successful. So we have the methodology how to take the startup and assimilate it to the field. Is one of the barriers that the world is suffering from. So this is what we have done during the war. Going back to our organization, as I said before, this, by the way, slide was drawn 7 years ago when we decided to go into this dual use, now called defense tech technology. The world is investing much more than the defense in machine learning, AI, quantum technology, drones, energy sources, from electric car to mobile, robotic autonomous system, even bioengineering, engineering like swarm of drones that control Gaza can be principally the same swarm of drones that control the traffic in Tel Aviv, or bioengineering that's used for creating vaccines or car treatment that can take cells from your body, treat them, bioengineer them, inject to the body, and the body treat the cancer by itself. It's the second line of chemotherapy. We can take all this technology, bioengineer bacteria in the enemy territories. They can find the buried explosive, eject light, and our drone catch the light and mark the dangerous places, and many, many, many uses. We have established a bioengineering division in my organization. And New Space, Elon Musk and all the other are launching thousands of small satellites. We can take the technology and basic technology and put our secret layer above it. We don't have to invent everything from scratch. So this is what we are doing. Of course, to come to Ministry of Defense, MAFAT, which is the fastest maybe government entity, still for startup is not easy, it's not a big company. So we create a green lane from startup, clearing the bureaucracy. So startup today can sign contract with any of my officers very easily, very fast. We work, open ourselves to a national initiative in Israel. We are leading, we are part of some consortium, but we are MAFAT, DDR&D-MAFAT, leading the quantum technology, not only for us, but for all Israel, into the commercial part. And we are participating in National AI Initiative and Bioconversion Initiative, and even more. So we open ourselves to other government agency. And the dual use, like I said before, we have 4 ways how to work with dual use or with startups. One is direct contracting, like I said before. The other is joining existing accelerators in Israel. We don't build, we don't invest in logistics. Join them, give them challenges, let's say 10 challenges every few months. For example, 120 startups applied. We pick the best 10, give them money, and ramp up the technology with them. We escort them to the success. We don't only give money, we escort them to the success with technical team and with the users, so the success rate is very high. And our whole app is a win-win-win situation. This is one aspect. The other, the third tool is working with our big companies that also create an innovation center and work with startups and also with us. And the fourth one is working with private VC. We have 3 of them. One is Canadian, one is Singapore, Japan, and one is Al-Shoreh Shaham, which now is raising money for investing in dual use. It's unbinded procedure by the law. Everyone is equal, and we are growing in this area. There are, of course, success stories. I give you one example that happened even before. We launched it before. The high-power laser, one of the companies that participate in the supply chain is a startup company that create the basic laser source. The prime contractor is Rafael. Number 2 is Elbit, but number 3 in the supply chain is the high-power laser sources. Startup company that they are producing or developing the laser for building ships, welding, melding ships, bridges. We tune them from start to build for us the high-power laser source. So this is a very good dual-use examples, and they are leading the world. By the way, not only in Israel, we are leading the world together with US in high-power laser. There are other examples. I give you one more because of time, is, like I said before, neuro, communication with the brain. We have started a company that the principle is you put some helmet, is more nice today than this, today is very sleeky, that sense your brainwave and transmit it to the computer. So if I have a few hundred satellite interpreters, they have to look onto the photo and find things, find targets or unusual behavior. Today they use, of course, computer, logic, AI in the computer, but in parallel we put the helmet on them, and then the computer, by AI, learn how they think. We train the computer, and after a while, the computer can do it 10 to 20 times faster and find things that the interpreter cannot find. So this is the use case of the defense. For non-defense, can be screening at the airport the bags, okay, and reroute automatically the bag to the officer that open if something is wrong. This is one area. The other area that we do in Japan is screening the production line of electronics, finding defects. Again, you train the computer by the brain, and then the computer works along. So this is another example of this dual use. Of course, there are more traditional examples like AI, bioengineering, cloud, robotics, autonomous system, and other things. So this is just to give you a flavor of what we are doing. And this, I think, just to see what is going in the world. In all the world now, the venture capital finance for the private sector is declining. I hope now will be ramped up for the regular startup company, and defense tech or dual use is rising up. You see the rise in US defense tech startup for a private investment, and you see in Europe over the year how much money is injected in dual use technology over the years. This is the years, and this is the ramp up. Also, the investment for private and also from government. US announced they have 2 tools in US Ministry of Defense. One is $1 billion Office of Strategic Capital. The other is $1 billion of DIU, the Defense Innovation Unit. So all the world is coming to this dual use. We started this 6-7 years ago, and now we want to even work harder and faster in this area and invite everyone that can contribute to this effort to join. Thank you very much.